Alright, hey everybody. I'm in a 2008 Volkswagen Passat 3.6 4Motion, and now I have this set to show my kilometers per hour. So right now we're going 97 kilometers an hour or 60 miles an hour, and this is a video on the fuel economy of this car. This is a very heavy car. It's 3,800 pounds. Aerodynamic coefficient is 0.29, and I just got new tires a few days ago, and these are Bridgestone Serenity Plus all-season tires, and we're going at 60 miles an hour. We're actually going down a little hill right now, so we might get a little bit better fuel economy on the gauge here, but I found that this gauge is about a mile per gallon off. It's a little high. Usually around 60 miles an hour I get about 33 miles to the gallon. This will show about 34, so that's pretty remarkable, I think, for this particular car being 3,800 pounds. But compared to my parents' Infiniti G35X, this has direct fuel injection, a 6-speed automatic transmission, and some other different aerodynamic efficiencies that help the miles per gallon quite a bit. Now we're coming up on this truck here, but we'll try to keep this short. So basically, around 60 miles an hour we'll get probably in the low 30s, which on average I found against the Infiniti G35X it's been about 2 to 3 miles per gallon better. Even in mixed driving this car gets around 21, the Infiniti gets about 18. And surprisingly enough, this car has less body lean in corners and has pretty darn good, we just got some serious lightning here. I'm going into kind of a storm on my way to where I live. But basically, this car gets pretty darn good gas mileage and really shows how efficient engines are nowadays. Even though this car is almost 6 years old at this point, I believe. 5? Yeah, 5 to 6, yeah. So this car is getting pretty old. But yeah, I mean, this car, I'm going on the same road that I had the Infiniti on a few months ago when I did the fuel economy test. Same speed, 60 miles an hour, and this car is reading actually 35 miles to the gallon or so. It's probably more like 33 to 34, but that's pretty good for something that weighs 3,800 pounds with all-wheel drive and a huge V6. And this car goes 0 to 60 under 6 seconds all the time, so this is a pretty fantastic car. So if you're looking for something in the market, I'm coming up on this guy here, so I'm going to slow down. And it's nice about the cruise control is you can bump it down in 5 mile per hour increments or 1 mile per gallon. Not mile per gallon, mile per hour increments. So, no, this car is really agile, has good steering feedback. Oh, and this car has electric power steering, so that's probably another reason why it's very efficient on the highway. I don't have to use any engine power to propel this, except for, well, obviously the engine's running the alternator, which is providing the electric power for the steering. So, but otherwise, this car is really agile, has strong brakes, surprisingly enough, especially in dry conditions. Like I said earlier, it's not too great when you get into the snow, but otherwise, you know, this car provides really excellent mileage for something that's really luxurious and has a really firm, composed ride over almost all surfaces. This is just a bumpy road, that's why I'm having a hard time speaking about this. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and if the Volkswagen Passat's on your shopping list, just remember that those EPA ratings on the highway are probably a little conservative. So thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks.